Okay everybody, so welcome to Workshop Wednesday. There'll be a second little intro in a minute. This is a piece of rose, not rosewood, rose, as in the ornamental garden plant. You'll see shortly, you may or may not see all of it being cut down, but it depends how long that takes. This is very wet. My wife picked it up from the greenwaste, and I'm going to see if I can turn a thin bowl out of it. Dead wood through here. There was a hollow, so the whole trunk was probably another 50 mil or 2 inches deep there. Heavy, wet. I put the cardboard down there for two reasons. One, to save the lathe bed a little bit, but also so you can see if there's water flying off, that cardboard will get wet. So welcome to Workshop Wednesday this week, and we're going to turn a bit of rose, hopefully. So my wife, coming home from work, is in the habit of swinging past the greenwaste stump here in Kingston, which is a free service provided by the council, and she often picks up discarded plants, which she then plants out in what I refer to as the orphan plant area here at home. We've got a nice little 8-acre block, and she's got a little patch. She will scratch up a hole, put in the ground what she's dug up from the green waste. It'll either live or it won't, and if it doesn't live, then next time something will. This is the trunk of a rose. It's massive. So it is 27.5 centimetres or 11 inches high, and across the widest point it's 20 centimetres or 8 inches. A little bit of toing and froing around there to make a space. So I'm a little bit perplexed as to what to do with it, but I'm going to put it through the bandsaw, see what I can come up with. And if you see this video, this is Workshop Wednesday. Prickly bit. So there's 3 distinct trunks here. It's still very green also. That gives me a flat edge. So I think this end will come off here, but I might be able to get something out of there. Might even be able to get something out of there. Oh no, the bar conclusion. We'll see. dead wood and cracks in here. Okay, so this is very wet. I actually had water coming off the bandsaw blade, so be a bit of WD-40 going over there. Very heavy, very wet. I'm going to be interested to see what comes out of this. So I can feel water flinging off on my hand out here. Look at those ribbons. Normal standard SID trickery. Oh, I forgot to turn the camera on, but that's going to be the basic shape. I'm going to give that a sand. I'm guessing I'm going to go through a few bits of sandpaper because it's so wet. Turn it round, do the inside. Oh, I'm liking that. Okay, so I've zoomed that in a little bit. So you'll see here, this is how wet the wood is. That's the marks from the jaws that I was holding within that. So the tannins in the wood come out, the acids, they take a metal mark. So to avoid that, on the back, I've mounted it in a bit of plastic trick I got from watching Richard Raffin. So we will start the hollowing shortly. I'll drill a depth hole. Once I start with wet wood, I haven't got a lot of time, because by the time you get out thinnish, it'll start to move very quickly. Okay, so I've drilled my depth hole. Crank it up in a minute and I will start hollowing, and hopefully won't take too long. $1200, face off the front. And this one's for Reese. Get it round, go in at right angles. I'm getting wet. Not sure if my head was getting in the way then, I hope not. I just have time for a little scrape over here in the bottom, just there. Little knob off. It's about 2 mil. Little mark there I need to get rid of. I was a bit careless there, I didn't have my sandpaper ready. So I can see that starting to come out around already. And if I put too much pressure on with the paper, that'll heat it up and it'll make it come out around quicker. This is a fresh piece of paper. Reece said put it aside, dry it out and blow it out. The grit will still be good, but the other piece I used was old. This is new. Oh, I'm liking that. So this is 120. 180. Really no dust, it's like sanding with water, wet and dry. So I've got that. I reckon it's about 2 mil. I'll put a caliper on it maybe later or maybe not. I don't care that much. It's thin enough. $2.40. And you see how that's already, my fingers are wobbling there because it's moving out around. That's how quickly this really wet wood moves. So that's turned. Next stage coming up. So what do you do with an old microwave? Well, you do, of course, put it in your shed to dry your bowls with. First one here, I'm going to do a time cook, just 15 seconds. Normally I do it in 30-second bursts, but because it's a small bowl, it's going to be a 15-second burst. Let's see what happens. So it's warm, hasn't moved much, so I'm going to let that sit for a little while now. So I'll play around with this, give it a few bursts and see what happens, and bring you back when I'm done. I'll try and hold this in one hand while I get this right. 15 seconds. I've got the bowl in there upside down at the moment, as you can see. This is about the, I think it's the 5th or 6th burst. You can see the moisture still coming out, getting steamed up on the lens. You see that moisture just coming off around that crack there. So it brings it out and then it's steaming off. You can see how much steam was coming off by the fact that the lens got steamed up. A few more bursts. So this is just Gillies orange oil. Here in Australia we get it at our Big Green Shed or Bunnings warehouse. I'm using it because it's not a hardening oil, so it's a conditioning oil, so it hopefully will stop too much extra movement. I'm a little bit concerned just here that'll crack open. So hopefully the oil will keep it a little more supple. Just let that soak in for moment or two, and then wipe off some excess, and we'll be done. Okay, so here we go. Finished product. One green rose bowl. I'm quite astounded